And you know, welcome back everybody. Check this out on January the 19th, Archaic Smile will hold a workshop on autism with resources, information, and support. And it's very, very important. Joining us with details, we have Troy Geathers. He's the co-founder of Archaic Smile. We welcome you to the show.
Thank you for
I don't
having
know
me.
how you do it, man. You don't get the sleep that you need, you know.
No.
Well, we welcome you to the show, and you're here with a wealth of information. Tell us a little bit about the things that you do.
Archaic Smile was set up from my wife because our youngest son is autistic, and he's 8 now. So what happens when you have an autistic child, you know, they don't meet their milestones from 2 to 3, and a lot of things go on with that. So what we wanted to do was share that with other people that have children like that, or you know, have some sort of developmental disability or intellectual disability as well. Because there's a big trial that you have to go through. No sleep, the child doesn't meet his milestones. Sometimes some children may be nonverbal. So we want to help other parents. Yes, we want to help other parents have a better way of going through it, as opposed to like how we went through it. Didn't know what to do, who to go to. So we're going to try to provide information for.
But how did you know that there was something different?
Well, you know, when it's something different is when your child doesn't do what other typical children do at certain ages. You know, usually 2, 3 years old, your child should be talking. The child should be playing a certain way with kids. The child may play by himself or may not have eye contact, or if you're talking to them, you think the child doesn't hear you, but the child may be ignoring you. That's also
and those things that you just mentioned, sometimes, you know, there are children that go that route.
Yes.
But they turn out to be okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. When you provide certain services for the children when they go through these stages, that helps them as they move on and get older and go from you know, one school to another, or transition from 3rd grade to 4th grade, 6th to 7th when you go to middle school also.
So how's your child doing now?
He's emerging.
Yes.
He's presently now at the reschool.
Because you know, we know a lot of people who are going through the very, very same thing, and we try to share that information with them, both on WBLS and WLIB with the daily doses.
Yes.
And we have a number of people right at our workplace who are going through it and well, very successful at going through those stages, dealing with the different spectrums.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's difficult at times. Sometimes you think your child isn't making it, but when you have the services, and also being here in New York, there's a lot of services that these children are entitled to, and that's what we try to bring to our community, because you know, our campaign is a family community engagement. So we want to share that with other people.
So you came up with this organization called Archaic Smile. How did that come forth?
Archaic Smile is, it goes back to the Greek times, because there was sculptors that made statues with a very unique smile. And sometimes autistic children display this smile, and that's how we came up with the name.
So you've been doing it for 8 years now?
8 years. Yeah, when our son was diagnosed, it was trying, especially for my wife. You know, I try to be the rock, but you know, as a man, you're still like, oh my God. You know, your wife is crying and a lot of things aren't going the way you expected. And then you learn. You become a champion for your child. You advocate for your child 24 hours a day.
Yeah, and it's tough. You hear stories of parents trying to keep their children away from others because they're afraid that people are going to talk about them and all that stuff.
Yeah, we also try to help people with that, to understand what they're going through with the children. You know, even some family members don't want to look at your child being a certain way, but you have to help people move on, literally step by step, is one brick at a time. It's nothing that's going to be overnight.
This is the way it is. This is my baby. You know, I love him with all my heart, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure he or she is okay.
Yep.
You know, and that's the way we proceed. So what are we doing in the community to create the awareness, let other
We
people know about what you're doing?
partnered with Harlem Hospital and a couple of doctors from Harlem Hospital in the developmental disability section of Harlem Hospital. So now we have every third Thursday of the month for 2017, we have a parents and caregivers workshop to discuss whatever they want to discuss. And then that's how we're going to help, because when you come there, we're going to have, you know, of course, parents with all different ages, from 3 years old, maybe 15 years old. So whatever you need to move your child forward, or what you don't know about, we're going to be there to tell you, you know, the journey.
And in your experience, what's the main concern that people come to you with, or what they want to know about?
In my experience, the main concern would be education, trying to pick the right school for your child. Because with usually most children that have this situation have an IEP, which is an individualized educational program for that child. So in order for your child to go to a certain school, you have to be at a certain level. You don't want your child going to a school that may regress them or is too much for them. So we would help you pick the right school for the child instead of just being in a typical school.
What will people learn at these workshops at Harlem Hospital?
You will learn as much as we can give you. You will learn what you are.
Because you're going to have caregivers and...
Yes, you will learn what you're entitled to with different services. We have different guest speakers every single month. This month, which will be on January 19th, we'll have a guest speaker from Skipper, New York, to tell you how you can get things like respite care, recreational time.
And learn you're not alone.
Yeah, you're definitely not alone.
You know, and
parents need to speak to one another to understand what's happening.
People moving together in the same direction for a common cause.
Yes.
I think that's important. That helps everybody feel a little more comfortable in the game. Not in the game, but in what we're dealing with.
Yes.
So what are your goals with your organization?
Our goals is to essentially help other parents not go through what we went through. Again, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
You expect your child to do certain things, and your child really doesn't make the milestones and the benchmarks that a typical child would make at certain ages. So we would like to help other parents ease their situation with their child or children.
What's your son's name?
Isaiah.
Isaiah. Well, we can continue to pray for Isaiah and all the other people that you reach through your organization.
Yes.
Pray for the success of your organization too.
Thank you.
Isaiah, you're gonna be all right. You know, and people come out of it and you can't even tell. There's people in this room that are dealing with autism, and you can't tell.
Right.
They've been through it. You know, they took the classes or came through some of the programs that you're talking about, and are doing all right.
You definitely can't see it.
Making a very good mark in society.
Yeah, we're trying.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Give Troy a big round of applause, everybody. God bless you, Troy, and your organization, co-founder of Archaic Smile. Keep smiling, baby boy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We got to take a quick break right here, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Open next.